For people wondering how Debbie and I know each other, is back in Port Hardy again. A lot of the people that I've interviewed are from that community. And oh yeah, we've got a big history, her and I. So go back to the 70s, I think late 70s or early 80s or
Absolutely,
something.
yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
quite a long time.
Yes.
And have been always good friends, always partied, and always had that comfort zone around each other. I always recall, just take each other as they are. And that's what I've always
Absolutely.
admired about you. You just as they are, there's no judgment. You say what you want. Oh, well, it's just Mike, or that's just Debbie, but you were always quiet. I've always known you to be kind of quiet, and just that smile right there, always laughing and going along with everything. So,
Yep,
but
that's
yeah,
pretty much me.
yeah. So
Yeah.
after high school, I know we stayed in touch, and then we kind of drifted because I left after a while due to radio. But what happened to you after high school?
Did you know I trained Ben Perlini to win the championship belt? I was the
Wait a sec.
manager and trainer.
Yes, because he was from Port Hardy and
Right.
heavyweight boxing champion of Canada for a little while. Yeah, but I
Absolutely.
forgot about that. That's right. You did
Yes,
train
I
him.
trained him. I managed him. I set up the fights. I did the contracts. I did it all. My thing was to do the work for him was, okay, we have to go to Ronald McDonald's house, Easter Seal House, bring teddy bears to the kids, give them hope. That was my half.
One of the sports that I've been interested in all these many years is boxing, professional and amateur. So I'm very pleased to meet the latest Canadian heavyweight champion. This is Ben Perlini. This is his manager, Debra Mallet. She's also his life companion. I don't know how many female managers there are in the fight game. Are there?
I haven't heard of any.
No, really, eh?
I haven't.
No, I think there are a couple of judges and so on. How are you, Ben? Congratulations to you.
Thanks very much.
Don't squeeze my hand.
Debbie came into my life and made a comeback back into boxing, and I got God on my side. I got a good person with her feet on the ground that supports me in every kind of way. A lot of people don't realize this, but there's some mornings that I wake up and it's snowing out and they got a hurricane and there's rain and stuff like that. She drives behind me with the car. We go for like an hour and a half road work, and she's really supportive. And having somebody really supportive and level-headed behind you, you can go all the way, especially a woman.
Especially a woman. Now, why would you get yourself involved with this guy? And you used to, Ned, come along, and you knew him since you were teenagers, eh?
Yes, actually, we met when we were 12. We were best friends. We used to go for walks and bike rides all the time. And we kind of lost contact for quite a few years, and I've been looking for him for 14 years. And then I phoned Port Hardy, spoke to my aunt, and she said that he was there, and I went up there a week later. I phoned him that night, had to phone him, and said, I've been looking for you. And I just wanted to say that in the title fight, when Ben came in second round, I do his corner too. And I wiped the blood off his nose, and he looks at it, being an Italian, he goes like this, and he goes out and knocked him out within 20 seconds.
Or anything. It's just that, I just have to be a judge of this. You can't start punching thing with your jacket on.
Bob and weave and move so it's a hard target, and bang! Hook to the body, hook to the head.
Except that he's taller than you are, Evander. Does that matter?
Actually, the most unfortunate thing here is I'm the shortest heavyweight in Canada right now.
I got married and had a family.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Just had it.
Just had the family, had the 3 kids. And then moved to Vancouver after that.
Oh, no kidding, eh?
Yeah.
Actually, let's get the kids out of the way. Let's make them famous and start with the oldest. What's their name?
Michael Waterman.
Oh,
Mike
no
was
kidding.
my oldest. He's 35.
Oh, he's
Then I've
35 now.
He's 35 now, and now I've got Matthew. He's 34.
Nice.
And he is the father of my grandson, who's going to be 13 in July. Wow.
You got a grandchild that's going to be 13.
Yeah.
You don't even look old enough to be a grandmother, let alone to have a grandchild that's 13. Wow, you've done well. So yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so
we're
got a
very
13.
close. I love Felix. He's
Yeah.
just the apple of my eye, I tell you. And then I have McKaylee, and she is 31.
You showed me a picture of her. That's like the mini me of you.
Is she?
Oh yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah, you showed me a picture. I was like, Debbie, that's you. She's
Wow.
got your mouth and your nose, yeah, and your eyes and everything. Yeah, that's.
Back in the day when we were young, we had such a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Just, doing all the different things and buying in your vehicle. I remember your car.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah, I remember your car. Yeah.
I think everybody does, eh? It was like a party on four wheels, you know?
I think so.
It was like we all looked after each other. We're like one big happy family, you
We
know,
really did.
and there was that trust, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. And you knew
Trust
who to
was
stay away
huge
from. Yeah. Yeah.
for
So,
sure.
so you remember the car?
I do.
That's funny. Did I ever let you drive it? Because I think a lot of people drove it. They learned how to drive a standard through those little cars.
I drove your car, yes, quite a few times actually.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
When we hung out
That's
back in the
cool.
day.
Back in the day, yeah, yeah. Gravel roads, trips to Cole Harbor, back and forth. And Thomas Point. Got to remember Thomas Point.
Such a beautiful place. Even
Yeah.
to this day, if I go up there, I have to go there. It's just
I do
memory
too.
lane.
Yeah, you can't drive there anymore because if you want to see what the world looks like after man is gone, it's
Mhm.
all overgrown. That gravel road we all learned how to drive on and
Yep.
walk out on, and all the stories. You can't drive there anymore. It's all a walking trail now. We used to watch the whales go by,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
you know, and just throw rocks off there. We used to catch garter snakes off that little hill there.
Oh, there was a lot,
Couple,
wasn't there?
oh yeah, a couple of people fell
I
into
was
that
just gonna
hole.
say that they fell through the hole as well. Quite a few people actually.
And what did you do in Vancouver? What made you move there?
My parents live there. My mom and dad moved to Vancouver. My sister lives there. My grandmother lived there. So basically, family. I just
Okay,
went to family.
okay.
Yeah,
Is that where you kind of just restarting life? Is that why
pretty much.
other yeah, got
Yeah.
tired of the island? That was it, had enough?
Uh, no, I think it's just going through, the young adult stage. Port Hardy was too small. So it was
Yeah.
time to go and learn.
So okay, so after Vancouver, I guess you kind of had to figure out what do I do with myself? I'm here now. Did you just stumble onto something or like what why Van
No,
okay.
I stumbled for many, many years. I got quite ill. Um,
Oh,
and then I would say probably the past 15 years has been my great years, really.
yeah.
Yeah, I got quite ill. I got fibromyalgia. And at the point, they didn't know what the problem was. So what do? They medicate you and medicate you and medicate you. And I was so medicated that please don't let people medicate you. People out there, if you have fibro, don't do it.
That's
Because they
right.
want to plug you, they want to quiet you down because you're in so much pain you don't understand. So you ask and you ask. Well, what happens is they just want to shut you up. That's like it just happens too much. So
Mhm.
they had me on, I would say, about 20 different medications, trying to control this pain that I was in, and seeing the neurologist and everything else. So I let them do that. Well, I'll tell you, about 15 years ago, I'm like, no, actually, even less. Probably 12 years ago. I said, no, that's enough. And I went off everything.
Really cold turkey.
No, I'm smart. I went slow. I took my time, and if one was 2 a day, I would go to 1.5 a day, and then down to 1 a day, and then a half. I did it myself because I
Mhm.
would walk into the doctor's office and here's 3 bottles. I am finished this. Do not repeat that. I don't want it.
I can imagine the look of the doctor's face.
He calls me his walking miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just before he retired, he said, I don't know. You're just a miracle in life. You have a drive to live.
Wow.
Yes, I sure do.
That is cool. That's cool to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now
So
I'm battling Graves' disease.
you're kidding.
No,
Okay. What
no.
is Graves' disease?
Graves' disease is your thyroid. I used to be hypothyroid. I went into the hospital and they did a scan on my heart because we didn't understand why my heart's beating the way it was. So they did the contrast and they shot me. They missed the picture, so they shot me again with the contrast. That threw me into Graves' disease, threw my thyroid into hyperthyroid. So I did a complete flip.
Wow.
Yeah, and within 3 weeks, I think, yeah, I'd say about 3 weeks, I lost 60 pounds. Boom, gone. Couldn't control
60
it.
pounds.
Yeah.
That's like a small person.
Yes.
Really, it
Yeah.
is. Wow. Good for
Yeah, because
you.
the hypo made me go a little bit bigger. And
Okay.
then I was, of course, trying to lose it. And then this just kicked it. And now I'm back to normal. I feel great.
Well, you look good. Yeah, I would have never ever suspected that you had these ailments.
Yeah,
Just to back up, like when you were laying off these drugs, was it more of a mental thing that overpowered the drug? Say, I'm going to
absolutely.
do this, I'm going to do this, and kept telling yourself and
That's
blocking
right.
out all negativity, that kind of thing?
Absolutely. I had to.
Okay,
I
so what
had
did you
to
do? What
because
were your steps to overcome this?
I'm a survivor, not a victim. That's what
Ah,
I kept saying to myself. I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim through all this stuff that I went through. I went
wow.
through a lot of stuff in my time, a lot.
Yeah,
And I'm great now. Yeah.
got a solid mind, eh?
Yep. I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn
Yeah.
still,
Well, that's good. That's
but I'm
good.
still smiling and I'm hugging along and things have been amazing. Just amazing. I can't even express how amazing life has been.
All right, CR, you are complaining that you want things right now, that you want to know the answer or have a quick fix to something, and it's hard for you to take time. You know, I don't want to be preachy, but I think that the things that are worth the most, the things that you want the most, are worth a little bit of a step back, a little bit of time. And sometimes when we don't want to spend the time to figure something out, we just want it now. We want the solution before we've even decided what the problem is. And I think that that is something that affects a lot of people. I come back to just taking a step back from your problem and look at it with fresh eyes. So some people will have a quick nap or, just give themselves a few seconds, and it doesn't hurt to just step back for just a few minutes, close your eyes, and then come back to the problem as it's a new problem now, and see if that helps you to gain a little bit of perspective on your issue.
Do you use visualization?
I meditate every night at bedtime.
Really?
Always meditating, yes.
We're warming up. And like I was telling Debbie here earlier, for those of you just tuning in, we don't really rehearse what we're going to talk about. These are friends of mine that we used to hang out together, and time has gone by. Like we're talking 30, 40 years, that has gone by, and you used to know them. They part ways, but you remember them as they were back in the day. So
That's
this is
right.
what we're doing. We're revealing what Debbie's been doing, and she's got the lights, the crystals in the background and whatnot. And I'm kind of putting two and two together. Okay, this is crazy, but we'll get to that. But we're still building up, your life. And the reason why I do that, Debbie, is because what you do now, it's taken personality to get there and experiences of life to get to where you are right now. And that's what we're
Absolutely.
doing. We're building that person to what you do right now. We're connecting the two, and people can relate, and they're going to go, oh yeah, I've been through that, but they don't know, they've had roadblocks in life. And how do you overcome these roadblocks? What's the key
Mm-hmm.
to the right door? What fence do I have to climb over to get there? And when we hear actual real people and not paid or rehearsed people, actors or anything like that, and
Definitely not here. Yeah.
yeah, this is how you've done it, and hopefully it'll inspire other people, because that was my thing doing the shows, bringing people together. So, and now
Love
that,
it.
yeah, and so I think it's a good thing, because you're revealing your steps to overcoming things in life, and this is cool to hear. So, and we're going to lead up to this exciting new thing that you're doing. So, okay, so
All of everything in my life is who I am today.
mhm,
I have to tell you, things that happened to me in my life all make sense now.
Mhm.
You'll find out soon.
On the next episode.
Do you find when you walk into places now, people are attracted to you? Do you find them looking at you a lot?
Yes,
And probably with that curious look, like, where do I know you from? Or what is it about you? Do you get that?
all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, especially children, especially babies, they stare at you, but they can see through you.
Yeah.
Children can see what's going on and who you are.
That's true. That is so
They
true.
really do.
Yeah. Especially female babies.
Yes.